This can be inferred that Candace Owens was making the Charlie Kirk situation more about her and her conspiracy theories and basically profiting off Charlie Kirk.
Why do you people keep going back to the well of Candace Owens? The don't deliver.
It's obviously working. Our live stream was massive yesterday, bigger than anybody else's. Listen, the numbers are the numbers, but it doesn't mean it's the right message.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Gerald. What we got today, man? Hold on. We were wrong about Candace Owens. What were we wrong about? Is it the fact that she's a coon? Because till date, I'm still yet to get the deep dive as to what this Candace Owens woman has done against the black community, because it seems like I feel like the black community doesn't fuck with her, but I've also seen a section of the black community that does fuck with her. Very confusing. I don't know what the stance is, but I'm really trying to get to the bottom of this. If I can't get it from any of these videos, I might just have to do my own research. I don't know. What were we wrong about? What were the people wrong about? What is it about Candace Owens? Let's find out.
What Candace Owens is doing is incredibly dangerous and honestly very disrespectful to Charlie Kirk's legacy.
By the time March 2021 came, Candace Owens was already a rising star within the conservative right. And of course, her career was about to blow up just once again. And that was because she signed with the Daily Wire. Her first episode aired on that same month, March 2021. And it was a great relationship. If you guys don't know, the Daily Wire is owned partly by Ben Shapiro, who is also a person on the conservative right. But the difference is the Daily Wire is pro-Israel. And Candace Owens, at first, was pro-Israel. But that would soon change. Candace Owens started to look at Israel differently than she did in the past. She went from generally...
I'm gonna say... I want to say it's so crazy that, like, picking a side can lead to you losing your job. You're just having an opinion, or you thinking one side is wrong and the other is not, can lead to you losing your job, or just lead to you losing opportunities. That's so people be getting their feelings hurt, bro. It's like, can we just separate that from the actual work? I guess it's different when your job is to spread a narrative, or at least discuss a topic and give your opinion, if that's being your job, and also sway the masses. So I imagine, okay, I can see why it's like, oh, well, we are pro-Israel, so we want you not to be against Israel, because you're going to be spewing that to the masses, and we want the masses. I get it, but damn, still bullshit.
Pro-Israel neutral posture to basically repeatedly criticizing Israel's conduct in Gaza. Not only that, but opposing U.S. funding in Gaza, which sparked very public clashes with the Daily Wire co-founder, Ben Shapiro. And then, of course, you have the God or Money tweet, in which basically she says this: no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Now stop the show.
Damn.
Now, you gotta understand that most of Candace Owens' fans and most people on the right are heavily Christian. So she's basically virtue signaling to that audience that Ben Shapiro and the Jews are concerned about money. They don't care about what's actually the real truth, or actually following the laws of God. While Candace Owens is rather to be serving God, and she's not concerned with money, even if it means ruining her relationship with the Daily Wire. And of course, that pissed Ben Shapiro off. And he responded to her, Candace, if you feel that taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means quit.
Oh, we're going back to the beginning, because Candace got fired from Daily Wire about a year ago or two. It's been a while. So we're going back to like the beginning. I've seen all this before.
Woo! Well, she didn't quit soon enough. because by the time March 2024, well,
March 2024, they
she
kicked
was
her
fired.
out.
And people just didn't like that.
I just see what you've shaped out to be so awesome, and it's such a cool perspective that people could come and learn from you. And also, I just felt from observing both of you guys that have different mindsets, you guys had a beautiful opportunity to share one platform with two different mindsets. She has her own views and I have my own views, but I'm not going to remove somebody from their position of what they see.
As you can hear, that's Ben Shapiro being interviewed by a guy, and he's saying after the Candace Owens
You don't know
firing,
Georgienko. You
both
don't
of
know.
had
You
the
don't know Big
opportunity to
G.
share the world.
I mean,
with
I'm
all
Big
of
G.
these things. Like you have
But
Candace
he's like
Owens' opinion, which is against
little Big
Israel,
G. You know what I'm
and then
saying?
you have your opinion. And so the Daily Wire wasn't an echo chamber; it was something that brought both things together. But then Ben Shapiro said this.
It's not our job as a company to pay everybody, no matter how widely variant their views. If you show up and I hire you and you say, I'm a pro-life person, and then the next day you come out and you say, abortion up till point of birth is a moral virtue. Do I have a moral obligation to continue paying you to be on the platform? I think absolutely not. We are
Sorry, run that back, bro. Because what is your basis of hiring the person from the beginning?
It's not our job as a company to pay everybody, no matter how widely variant their views. If you show
It's not your job to pay everybody, no matter how widely variant their views. So that's the thing. So you are hiring people based on views. So then your company is built to spread a narrative, one particular narrative. You don't want to hear both sides out. You just want to spread one singular narrative. That's what your company is. Fair enough. If that is what your company is based on, sure. But you can see how people find that less trustworthy, right? Because you're not even willing to hear the other side out, or at least have a certain level of freedom of speech. Because it's like, oh no, if you can't speak your opinion. If you speak your opinion and it's against what we want to share, we're kicking you out. So it's like there isn't freedom of speech within your company, which again is a private owned company. You can do whatever you want, but again, you're making yourself less trustworthy.
up and I hire you and you say, I'm a pro-life person, and then the next day you come out and you say, abortion up till point of birth is a moral virtue. Do I have a moral obligation to continue paying you to be on the platform? I think absolutely not. We are a self-stated company with a self-stated mission.
He said, well, if you wanted to come to Daily Wire and you were pro-Israel and then you change your stance, I'm not obligated to keep paying you. And he's absolutely right. No, I'm not going to let you, in other words, I'm not going to let you come onto my platform that's funded by Israel, get me in trouble with the people in my community, and still pay you. Yo ass got to go.
Got him! Got him!
I'm not gonna lie, when Candace Owens got fired, I thought it was hilarious. I thought that Candace Owens would be done for good. Dudes don't want to deal with you anymore. You're also a black conservative, and typically when black conservatives make moves like that, they're done forever. But boy, was I wrong.
When Candace got fired, it kind of showed, it exposed Daily Wire for who they are. What they believe in. They don't want you to have an opposite opinion. They don't want you to have free thought. They just want you to speak whatever they want to push out. And I don't. People that have one narrative and they want to push that one singular narrative everywhere. It's weird. It's untrustworthy. It's very manipulative, and I'm like, you're trying to do something. You're not doing this for the good of the world. You're doing this because you're trying to get some sort of payout, some kind of advantage to yourself. That's why I'm like, sketchy.
Fast forward. By the time June 2024 came about, Candace Owens launched her new podcast, and boy, it was something. She had one of the top new podcasts of 2024, taking the #2 spot by average weekly audience in its debut year. She broke away from the institutional constraints from the Daily Wire, and that really appealed to a lot of the Christians in the moderate right. All right, this is something that you got to understand. A lot of people felt that she was being canceled or suppressed when they had the same feelings towards Israel. she got so much growth in her independent channels. Like, she got more media buzz, more controversies, friction with prior allies. I mean, everything was going Candace Owens' way. And so much so that this started happening.
Why is it that Candace Owens will interview Harvey Weinstein before she'll talk to me? Am I really that bad? People said when Candace Owens split with Daily Wire, people begged her to do a collaboration with me.
That was Nick Fuentes, I believe, in 2024. When Candace Owens was becoming so hot, he wanted an opportunity to get on her podcast. Now, he eventually would get on there, but that's just how much attention Candace Owens had. Like, she criticized Trump, the administration, criticized the Jews, and still, being a black...
But in all honesty, what does she have to gain in having a conversation with Nick Fuentes apart from being attacked again, basically? Nick Fuentes is like the fucking plague, bro. You gotta dodge that nigga, because he only gonna drag you down with him. Whether you believe in his statement, what he says or not, I don't. But whether you believe in it or not, they already shut down his shit. Like, whatever he's doing on his own website, that's cool, but like, it's not looking... I don't see the advantage in doing that for Candace, being realistic here.
Woman on the right was able to do so well. Like, she had the best, and still does, has the most viewership and the best podcast on the right now.
Damn.
As you know, the death of Charlie Kirk occurred, and Candace Owens has been milking it every single day. Now, of course, she knew Charlie Kirk, but many people feel that Candace Owens is basically taking advantage of Charlie Kirk and just using him for money.
She's the one taking advantage of Charlie Kirk. She's the one where there's everybody else, including you, O'Shea. Well, I don't know if that's O'Shea Duke Jackson State, but literally everyone made a video on this dude trying to capitalize off of it. Is that not fucked up? Bro, we can't be mad because she has more rights than anyone really to talk about the case, because she actually knew Charlie Kirk. Y'all need to be more reasonable, man.
Now, Charlie Kirk's pastor, Rob McCoy, actually put an Instagram post up saying this: Charlie Kirk was my friend and I was his pastor. Okay. I want to simply say this regarding Candace Owens. Charlie Kirk was a friend to Candace and never spoke poorly of her, though he disagreed with her. He never operated nor entertained gossip nor innuendo concerning Candace. My only comment I offer regarding Candace is this: I only wish at this tragic time of mourning she would be the friend of Charlie that he was to her. He would have never treated Candace or her family in such a way that, God forbid, this tragedy been hers. A friend loves at all times.
Okay, maybe I'm missing something here, because what is she saying exactly? Because it's one thing to talk about the situation, but then what is she saying? Horrible things about Charlie Kirk? I need to investigate.
1717. This can be inferred that Candace Owens was making the Charlie Kirk situation more about her and her conspiracy theories and basically profiting off Charlie Kirk than actually giving his family and his wife more opportunity to mourn, instead of basically being selfish and making it all about what she could get out of the situation. He isn't the only person that felt that.
It's obviously working. Her live stream was massive yesterday, bigger than anybody else's. Listen, the numbers are the numbers. But it doesn't mean it's the right message.
Patrick Bet David.
Okay, so Patrick disagreed.
Seeing the views on our podcast, sometimes you'll see 400,000 people live, like something crazy. It's like a lot of people. She's getting millions of views every day. And he's saying, listen, I understand that you're talking about this right now, but this doesn't mean it's the right message. Like, you're calling out countries. You're saying that that Tyler Robinson didn't do it. I mean, you're just coming up with things that you can't prove. And this has pissed off even popular people that are Jewish.
This is a con artist. Why do you people keep going back to the well of Candace Owens? The don't deliver. The has not delivered. She's always like, I got receipts. Where are the receipts, What makes you happy, Candace Owens?
Okay.
You're a mother of...
Let's use our inside voices. I don't think calling her a bitch is a very good way to get your message across. But okay, sir. Go ahead.
Small children. You seem miserable. And you seem more and more miserable as the days go on. Why are you talking about Charlie Kirk less than a week after he was killed in cold blood? Let his wife do that. You're not his wife,
Now that's Michael Rappaport, the actor slash comedian. And this is interesting because Michael Rappaport is actually married to a black woman. But you see that Michael Rappaport is very pissed off, calling her out of her name. And usually this is not what a lot of Jews do. Now Rappaport, he is like, he'll say whatever he feels. But there's a reason why Rappaport is crashing out. Number one, Candace Owens already proved that she can't be canceled. This is something you gotta understand. She left the Daily Wire, which was supposed to be career ending. It wasn't.
Supposed to be.
She got so much bigger within the conservative right because the conservative right is not Jewish. It's,
mind you, again, I don't know, maybe y'all can call me biased or whatever, but it really just looks like, because I don't, no matter how much you want to come for Candace Owens, bro, none of these guys are any better, bro. This fucking guy, PBD, none of y'all are better. It really just seems like y'all are mad that she's making money. Like, you were looking at the numbers, you were like, PBD was like, yo, it was a massive, most amount of viewership ever whatsoever, blah, blah. Seems like y'all just more mad that you're not getting to capitalize as much as she is. Cause yo guys talked about this, and you talking about that, you are still bringing up Charlie Kirk. I don't know. You're gonna say maybe I'm I'm trying to defend Candace too much, but I'm like, okay, if she's doing a bad thing, bro, I don't think they're clean either. If we can stop at that basis, I'm good with that, because these guys are trying to virtue signal like they're any better. They're not. They do this too. Like, why they acting like they've forgotten how the podcast game works, bro? You talk about trending topics till they die. Let me not say that.
Christian, all right? And Candace Owens is the biggest star in the conservative right once it comes to social media, hands down. And this makes sense why he's upset. And it also makes sense why somebody like Brandon Tatum can't go against her. If Brandon Tatum were to come out and basically criticize Candace Owens for going against Israel, Brandon Tatum's career would be finished, all right? Brandon Tatum by no means is as popular as Candace Owens.
This is another person that is constantly accused of being a coon. Yeah, I need to dive into this thing very, very extensive.
And what Candace Owens is proving right now, that even though she's hostile toward the black community, even though she has a white husband, and even though she dislikes what's going on with Israel and the Gaza conflict, you still got guys who will say this.
Mr. Michael Rappaport, please don't get the Chappelle. Please don't get Chappelle, because we will Chappelle you. Look up what Chappelle mean.
I don't know what that means.
Talking about Miss Candace Owens, the internet black queen, the internet black wife, you will not talk about Candace Owens and call her B-I-T-C-H.
And this.
Listen, Mr. Michael Rappaport.
Oh, okay, the white man.
I heard what you said about Candace Owens, and I'm just going to say this as a black man, right? Because I don't agree with
because he needs to shut this bitch ass up. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know Candace. But I want you to know that when you speak on a black woman, the way you just spoke on her and called her out of her name so many times and referred to her as a dog, that's how you get all the teeth in your face knocked out.
Woo! Here you have black men, all right? One even called her a black queen. I don't know what's going on with him, but I mean, you have black men out here who are basically defending Candace Owens, understanding what kind of language that Candace Owens uses towards black people on YouTube. But they're defending her right to say what she feels. And this is what Israel is having a hard time dealing with. And what Candace Owens and people like her, I would say Tucker Carlson, what they make Israel do is they're making somebody like Netanyahu cover a lot of territory, which Netanyahu didn't do that before as much as he did now. It was way under control with the right. Everybody was pro-Israel for the most part. This conflict has gotten so out of hand that even Netanyahu is doing interviews on YouTube channels. He's being more visible. You know, they're paying influencers. They want to buy TikTok. They want to control the media even more because of people like Candace Owens who are just fearless against him. And what am I trying to say? Candace Owens, we're wrong about her. She's a lot stronger than what we think. And
yeah, bro, she's not fazed by shit.
To shut her down, to basically limit her speech, would only make it worse. How do we know this? Fast forward. Nick Fuentes was also silenced on YouTube, on all the platforms. Then somebody came up with Rumble. And guess what? Nick Fuentes is growing like crazy. He was recently on the New York Times on September 9th, 2025. And guess what? You can't really ignore him anymore. Nick Fuentes, a white nationalist problem for the right. I mean, this is a guy that got kicked off of YouTube, and guess what? Now he's on Rumble, and he's on Rumble killing it, making tons of money. And he's still on X, killing it. So if you go ahead and ban Candace Owens, you're just gonna force her over to Rumble, where people will go and follow her, and even it will become worse. All right? So and what these guys are showing.
Yeah, I think with the advent of Andrew Tate, and who else could I mention? I feel like there's been examples of this. Sneeko, there's been examples of this, bro. Whenever you cancel someone, not every time. Sometimes people get canceled and they stay dead. But whenever you cancel someone who was building a rally of like a fan base off of like this very controversial take they have, you kind of only make it worse in the sense like, yo, you're gonna now you put light in a fire on their ass because now they're like, yo, but they try to get me. The Matrix, they try to get me, they try to take me out, they try to kill me. Oh, once they find that, I was like, oh, he must have been cooking. He must have been cooking because, yo, the government trying to get him shut down and everything. He must have been saying something that they didn't like. And you know, the government's always bad. I ain't gonna lie, the government, shit. But, okay, no, I don't even subscribe to the government's always bad, man. The government probably shit. Government's bad, but either way, man, you don't make the government your fucking problem, nigga. Just make it out the mud. But besides that, what I'm saying, yes, it typically lights a fire under them, and just it blows them up. It makes them more than what they initially are, because like you essentially turn them into a martyr, you know, that kind of thing. So it's a situation. I think I can stop here, but if I'm to really go say more about the situation. Look, I don't think Candace is a goddamn saint or nothing. Like, but she probably has some fucked up takes, or she probably is not really such a good person. You know, a lot of people put on a facade on here. My thing is, all these other people trying to call them out are not anywhere near better. Trying to virtue signal and stuff, bro. All these motherfuckers are dickheads too. All these motherfuckers are money hungry too. Let's not act like she's so terrible that she did the same thing that everybody else fucking does. You're just mad because she did it better and it worked for her better. That's not keep. In fact, let me just be certain. So it's not like I'm just talking out of my ass here. Exactly. Literally, I just knew it. They're so mad talking about you're not doing it the right way. It's not the right message. Charlie Kirk mystery, what is it? Charlie Kirk mystery construction. I don't know if this one was Charlie Kirk. This one, Charlie Kirk assassination theories. Is that not the same thing Candace is doing? Charlie Kirk's second shooter? Oh, Charlie Kirk Memorial. Oh, Charlie Kirk Conspiracy. Oh, Charlie Kirk Killer Text. Oh, Charlie Kirk. Bro, these. I look at the views. Millions of views. Yeah, you want to be mad because she's capitalizing off. Shut your bitch ass up, man. Come on. You're being a hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite at that point. Let's keep it a buck. I don't know what exactly Candace has been talking about. Also, let me find out if she's been canceled actually. Nope, she's still here. She's still kicking. Charlie Kirk assassination. Charlie Kirk shooter. This was still kind of Charlie Kirk with Charlie Kirk expresses concerns. The Charlie Kirk case. Charlie Kirk videos were viral. Viral with Charlie's head. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk. Am I tripping, or is that not even as much lives as PBD podcast with Charlie Kirk? It's either the same or it's relatively close, but I think she has less than the amount of live shows they've had with Charlie Kirk's name on it. And again, she was actually a friend of Charlie Kirk, and I'm not going deep into watching it in all of these. Fuck that. But I doubt she's saying bad things about Charlie the way the goddamn pastor is saying it. Unless I really go deep inside and I need to play some clips. And anyone in the comments is welcome to disagree with me. Anyone in the comments is welcome to disagree with me. I don't mind it. But I'm telling you, there's something sketchy with the way you're trying to come after Candace Owens. Something about it just seems like you guys are trying to get her out because you don't like what she's saying. And I don't fuck with that. So yeah, man. I'm just leaving it at that before they come for me, man. You know, I'm just trying to make it out of the mud, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. I'm just here to cover the news, learn, see what's happening. Feel me? Just a spectator at the end of the day. That's all that is. But yeah, that's the end of the video, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on post notifications, and I will see y'all in the next video. Ayo Gerald out.